Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It is Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and I am here to share some simple stamping with you today. Again, my name is Candy, and I'm from sweetstamper.com. That's the name of my blog. So you can go to sweetstamper.com. You can just put that into, your and my blog will pop up, and that is where you can find most everything that pertains to my stamping world. So Sweet Stamping Place, like I said, it's the kind of the home base for everything that I do. So that's why I always introduce myself with that, so that you can find me quickly and easily. And I do post there usually 2 or 3 times a week with fresh ideas and samples, and I feature my classes there and all kinds of things. So I am working towards doing daily blogging. I did that at one point in my stamping journey, and then other things kind of crowd into your world. But I have to say, I enjoy blogging, and so I'm trying to get back to that on a regular basis. And okay, Kim is here, and she got her BOGO package today. Yay! So for those of you who are unaware, it is on my blog, but I am hosting a BOGO sale right now, and that means you can purchase, you can get my retired stuff for free and just pay the shipping. So let me grab a little package here. I actually shared this one the other day. I think this was an example of $100 in free product that you can get when you purchase $100 in my online store. So let me just go over this really quick. And because Kim brought it up, and I think it's a good thing to bring up, I did extend this sale through the 18th of July. And so when you go to my BOGO sale on my blog, you can see all of the things listed that you can get for free. And these are gently used. These are stamp sets and bundles that have been gently used in my studio. They're in good condition. If I have projects that featured them, I bundle them up with the items, so you get those for free. And so I think this is about $100 that you can get for free. So you place a $100 order, and then you could select a stamp set, a stamp set, a stamp set, and then this is a bundle. So this has coordinating dies. These are gorgeous, gorgeous dies. I remember this. I did a whole class with All Things Fabulous. I did a whole twist class. So anyway, that is all you pay is the shipping on this, and then you just purchase your items in my online store. You get all of this for free. So that continues through the 18th, and that is my BOGO sale, also known as buy one, get one free. So it's dollar for dollar. For every dollar you spend in my online store, you get $1 free of my retired merchandise. So really quick, before I get into the stamping for today, tomorrow's the last day to purchase this class by mail. This is my monthly Cards with a Twist. And let me grab the stamp set. I'm actually featuring this stamp set today. And it's a great stamp set for simple stamping and for all kinds of stamping. So you can either add on the stamp set, or you can use stamps you already have. You may have this. This was new in our annual catalog, Stampin' Up's annual catalog. If you like to stamp, this is a fabulous stamp set because it has so many stamps in it. And you can just build all kinds of fun little garden scenes. You can build all kinds of floral and leafy. I love the font. It's really bold and just a happy font. So let me show you the class, and then I'm going to stamp what we're going to make today. And so with my Cards with a Twist monthly class by mail, you get 2 cards, 2 each of 4 designs, but there's a little twist. So you can see here I've twisted by adding different designer paper. I typically will give you 1 fun fold. So there is my twist, is actually card base as well as designer series paper. And then this one again is card base and designer series paper. All the stamping is the same. And then last but not least, I have this one where I've used the postage stamp punch and twisted it different ways. So that gives you the method in my madness there is it kind of teaches you fun ways to design using your same products. With this class, it's a $39 class by mail. It includes shipping. You do get a full package of these fun flower resin shapes. This is what I wanted you to see, that you also get, there's a fourth color in here that's kind of tucked behind there. And then you also get a half a package of this gorgeous, gorgeous Butterfly Kisses paper. Really bright, happy, fun colors. Features 3 of our new in colors, being Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, and Orchid Oasis, I believe. Hola, Adriana. Como esta? And then we have Corinne and Kim, I've already mentioned. And Linda is here, and who have I missing? Okay, that's who is here to start with. So again, tomorrow's the last day that you can get this class by mail. And and you also do get half a roll of the new Starry Sky in color ribbon, because you're going to use that on your cards. And all of your punching is done ahead for you and everything, your die cuts, so you can just stamp, assemble, and have fun. The only thing that's not done for you is cutting your paper. And then you can choose, the designs you want, but I do have easy cuts for you. Okay, that's Cards with a Twist for July. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to use my Cards with a Twist stamp set for today's Simple and Stepped Up Stamping. That's what we do on Thursday here. I take the Simple Stamping Challenge. Every month, Stampin' Up! Gives us a Simple Stamping Challenge, hashtag Simple Stamping. This month, it is stamps, ink, paper, and ribbon. So I don't know if you can see them, I've got a lot of ink colors here. So I'm going to have fun with this. I don't typically do, a whole ton of ink colors, but I am today. And I'll tell you where I started. I knew I wanted to use polished pink because I wanted to go with a totally different color scheme than what I had done before. And hi, Pam, I'm glad you're here. And so I thought, well, if I'm going to start with polished pink, let me pull up the In Color Coach. These are the In Colors that debuted last year, so we get a second year with them. Hey, Susan. And so this is where I'm landing. I went with polished pink, Coastal Cabana. I'm bringing in some Daffodil Delight with my ink. Now, they're recommending, I'm pulling in Blushing Bride as well as like a lighter counterpart to polished pink. And then they're recommending Mossy Meadow, which was, I thought, going to be a little dark here. So I'm bringing in some Granny Apple Green. Now, as typical for most of my stamping on camera, I do stamping on the fly. So, this has not been pre-planned. Other than that, that's all my planning I've got. So let's see where we end up. We're going to make a fun scene, or kind of floral, how shall I say, a little floral display, a floral arrangement using our inks here. So what I'm going to do is, let's see if I'm going to layer here and here, and I want my ribbon across there. I think, yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm going to start with Just Saying Hello. I love this. Isn't that a great stamp and I'm going to do it kind of about the bottom 2/3. And I'm going to do it in my focal color here, and that is polished pink. Now these are photopolymer stamps, really easy to stamp with, and they are just gorgeous. Now, you do want to, anytime you're using photopolymer, you want to hold your stamp in place for a couple of seconds. Yes, I do have just a tutorial, Linda. If you're interested in just getting the tutorial, it's $12. And so, yes, you can purchase just the tutorial. And I will post that link as soon as I'm done here today. Okay, Just Saying Hello. Now, I'm wanting to put, kind of some, I think I'm going to put my ribbon right across here. And yeah, let's do it across there. So I'm wanting to put some, you know, flowers and leaves across here in kind of a diagonal. That's kind of my thought. So let's start with the leaves. And I love, 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 this is one of the stamps here. And this one is really cool because it has a second stamp you can put on top there that, whoa, Lord have mercy, just dropped the stamp, that is going to, we're going to have some little flowers on top of that. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. That's probably, I can kind of get carried away with this, but let's just go with that. I think that's going to look pretty good. Okay, now I am going to come behind here with my, let's see, this is the little stamp that's going to create the flowers on top. And I think, let's try going with Daffodil Delight. Let's just see how we get on. Now you see how that, you just kind of position that like so, and boom, you have, isn't that cute? They're like little hearts. So I think that they are really sweet little flower heads that are in little heart shapes. Isn't that a pretty, see, that is a lovely, lovely color scheme that is very much a Stampin' Up! Recommended with a few little tweaks here and there. Now, let's see, I'm going to pull in a little bit of, let's try a little bit of, what else have I got over here? I've got some more leaves. Oh, I wanted this little flower here. Let's do some of this flower in Polished Pink. Let's go back to Polished Pink because I want to bring in a little bit of that. And although I could use my Blushing Bride, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do like this, and then I'm going to do it again without inking it up. And look how that pretty, pretty pale pink, I really like that. So this is what I mean, how this, if you like just stamping, this is a great stamp set because you can just play with it and have fun with it and do all kinds of pretty things. Now I am going to bring in a little bit of this polished or Coastal Cabana. And I think what I'm going to do, let's do something kind of soft here. So let's take this fun little flower, because I'm going to get a little bit crowded here, but that's okay. I think if we do maybe one here, we'll be okay. And I think what I'm going to do is, let me get a little piece of scrap paper, because this is my laminated paper. Let's take a little piece of scrap paper, and let's stamp this off. And then let's stamp it again. So it's going to be really, really pale. So let's see. Now maybe we'll do one full strength. Oh, I like it. And then we'll do one up here like so. And that's almost like Pool Party. It's really pale. So again, that is Coastal Cabana. And now let's come behind here. And let's see how this is coming along. So if this is, we're going here and here and here. Maybe we need a little bit more yellow, not a little bit more pink. So let's see how we can do. There's like a little fill-in for this. And I think that if we do it in Stamped Off Daffodil Delight, we're gonna like it. So let's try it out here. If we stamp it off, it's super, super pale, but I think that's gonna be, well, let's do one here in full. Oh yeah, I like that. And then a little bit stamped off here. Okay, now let's layer this up. This is a Stamps, Ink, and Paper card. And it's gonna go like so. Do I have room for that ribbon across here, or did I just totally I think we're not going to do that. I think we're going to add some bows because that's just not going to work. Okay, let's layer this up and see where we go, and then we're going to step it up. So again, the challenge this month for July for Stampin' Up! Is Stampin' Ink paper and ribbon. And, you know, as demonstrators, when we use that hashtag simple stamping, hashtag simple stamping, then Stampin' Up! Goes through at the end of the month and they, you know, go through and they find all the posts with simple stamping. And then they'll take their favorites and they'll send us a little coupon code. And it's usually for like $10 of free product, which is just, you know, they don't have to do that. I think it's really nifty. Isn't that pretty and fresh? I like it. Hello there from St. Louis, Terry Lynn. We are doing simple stamping. So Terry Lynn is part of my stamping team, and we had our team meeting on Tuesday night. It was great fun. Susan is here, and she's also part of my team, and she is in Iowa, and we just have a good time together. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do a little bow, and this, I do like this ribbon. This is the ribbon for all the in colors that we had last year, and I was really happy when it carried over because I wasn't done playing with it yet. And I think it's just, it ties so nicely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's bring this down a little bit more, make it a little bit smaller, and then we're going to have a jaunty little bow and just saying hello. And honestly, you know, Stampin' Ink paper and ribbon, and you can cover a lot of ground with that. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Hey, Yvette, I'm glad you are here today, my designing buddy. So, you know, whenever I'm asking for opinions on designs, Yvette will often weigh in, which I appreciate so much. So there we go. What do we think? I want to add something here, but I probably shouldn't. You know what? Maybe one of those little stamps right there. It just seems like I typically don't like a stem just out there. That's sweet. Just saying hello. Stampin' Ink paper with a little bit of ribbon for our hashtag Simple Stamping Challenge this month. And we used our color coach here. I am going to send out my, hey Paulina, or oh, it's Pauline. I'm so glad you are here with us today, and Laura's here, and I think maybe Gail is here. So I'm using this mainly right here for my color scheme. I think I need just a little tiny bit more. Let's dig into the stamp set because maybe another little, which have I not, oh, there's that little tiny, oh, there you go. There's a little tiny single flower, and that is going to be my little piece right there. That's going to be perfect. You know, sometimes when you're looking at something and you're thinking, yeah, it doesn't look finished. It needs a little something. Yeah. So let's just add a little something. And we have done just a fun little floral spray with just some really fresh colors. They're kind of bright and kind of soft, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to take the same items and we're going to step it up. So I'm going to step it up with either the iridescent rhinestones or these in color opal rounds, which I really love these colors. I might add a little bit of designer series paper. And I also have this tag. So let's kind of start with the tag and move from there. I think what I'm going to do is let's try doing our greeting in Coastal Cabana this time instead of polished pink, and let's see where we get. So again, this is a stamp set I think that everybody should have. If you like just playing with stamps, if you like just creating and I love die cuts and punches, but you know, stamps are my go-to. That's my absolute favorite, which of course stamps are our signature product, I guess. But honestly, I just can't get enough stamps. So I tend to have a lot of stamp sets, not as many dies and punches. Uh-oh. Did I kind of get that off? Yeah, okay. This is the new deckled rectangle tag, or deckled rectangles, and I had a bunch of these that I cut for something and then decided not to use them. So I thought, okay, maybe that's what we're going to use today. Let's see if that works. You know what I think I'm going to do is, as I said, I cut a whole bunch of these for a project and then decided not to use them. I think I'm going to do it in the polished pink as well, and then we'll see which one we're going to use. I like having options. So let's take this and let's ink up the polished pink. And I think I'm going to do it like that. And I think I might like this contrast a little bit better because I'm wanting there to be, well, I don't know if I like that or not. We'll come back to that and see what we think. But in the meantime, I'm actually going to clean my stamp. And let's see what we can do here. We are going to take our card base, and you know, for my classes and stuff, I always score the card bases for you. And I know some people don't do that. It's something I do it for my own stamping, so I figure, well, I'm going to do it for yours too. Now, let's see. If we do this, and we do this, and we maybe do this, let's see what we're thinking here. And we do this, or we do this. Oh, I do like that better probably. Let's see. Let's just see. Where did we go? Let's see. Make sure I don't miss any of the comments here. I kind of like that little pink, white peeking out. And then I think I'm going to do my ribbon right down there like that. So then that means I'm going to put my flowers over here. So let's do a little floral design work over here. Let me grab my little foam mat, which is kind of a must-have whenever you are using your photopolymer stamps. So let's do a couple of these leafy sprays. And I think because I'm going to put my designer series paper, let's see, if I'm going to put that there, that if I have one kind of coming up here, and then I'm going to have one coming down here, and then I'm going to put my little flower ends on there, and then just a couple more of the pink flowers, and I think that's going to be enough. Let's see, because I'm stepping this up with some designer series paper and the ribbon we're already, and then we're going to add some embellishments. But you can see how right away when I'm adding this designer series paper, I'm shrinking my canvas a bit. But look how cute that looks. I like it. Now, do I want I don't have to use this tag. I was going to also step it up by doing that, and I'm not sure I like it. I think I might just want a piece of white. I think I don't like the pool party color on there. So I'm definitely open to suggestions here if anybody wants to weigh in. I think I want a couple of these pink flowers, and I'm going to go here. And this polished pink looks really good when you stamp it off. And it makes almost like a blushing bride, a really pale one. I like it. I think I'm going to put a white, a little piece of white there for the greeting. I think that's just too much I think that blue is just not working, the Pool Party. Even though Pool Party is the counterpart to Coastal Cabana, I think it's somehow just dulling the colors a little bit. So let's take this and let's start here. And this is the Butterfly Kisses Designer Series paper. So I kind of was inspired for today's project, or projects I should say, by my Class to Go. My Cards with a Twist Class to Go, Class by Mail, is you can register through tomorrow, and you can get just the PDF tutorial. And but the PDF tutorial comes with the class when you purchase the class. It's $39, and you get a half a pack of the Butterfly Kisses Designer Series paper, which I'm using today with a totally different color scheme than I did for the class. And that was on purpose. Ooh, I kind of like that versus this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let's, I do love seal when you're using ribbon because it holds your ribbon nicely in place. So, so your Class by Mail, you do get the, you get a half roll of the new Starry Sky in color ribbon, really fun to use. And you get a full package of the Fun Flower resins. I think they're called Fun Flower resin flowers. And then you get 8 projects, everything prepped, including a fun fold. And yeah, and the PDF tutorial. Yeah, super cute. You get your envelopes and everything. I'm liking this. Now where's our first card is here. Okay, so you can see where we're kind of doing things a little different here. Let's go with, see, I'm not liking this. I think part of it is it's too big. And I think the other thing is I don't like the color there. I think it's just too much. So let's bring in, maybe we need, let's do polished pink. There's a punch that's going to take that. Do I want to do this or do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do the polished pink cardstock. So let's just see. This, or maybe we can do a double. Where'd my thingy go? Here's my stamp, and it's, yeah, about an inch. So let's start with an inch right here, and then we can kind of figure it out after we get moving on it, which means that this piece is going to be 1.25 inches if I'm going to frame it. And maybe I'm just going to use the polished pink. So this is, you know, this is real life stamping, people. This is not rehearsed. This is live on camera designing and stamping because that's what we do. Okay, so Linda's liking this. Good, good. Now I can go with this, or I can go with this. You know, I think we're just going to go with the polished pink. Okay. I think I'm wanting to overcomplicate things. No surprises there. The way my brain wants to go. More often than not. So let's see if we can go polished pink on polished pink. And then we're going to bring in a little bit of that Coastal Cabana. So my rule of thumb with designing my cards is that when I have like that Coastal Cabana card base, well, I'm going to have some Coastal Cabana in here somewhere, or it's just not going to make sense. That's just not going to work either. Let's go here. We need that pop of color. So let's go here. Does it fit? Just. Woohoo! And then we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here, and now I'm happy with it. Now I am happy with it. And, you know, oh, I know, no. Yay. I know exactly what we're going to do now. as I said, we're going to bring in a little bit of this Coastal Cabana. So let's take this little flower that we used before. Here we go. Let's take this cute little flower, kind of a little tulipy type flower, and let's put it right there. Just barely fits. Ay, 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 that's not going to work. It doesn't fit. Okay, let's try it over here. Like I said, this is real life stamping, people. But this is how we, this is how we come up with a pleasing design. And usually I have like a color scheme I start with or a layout. I have to have some kind of direction or I'm just going to flounder. And that's one thing I do recommend, is that when you're getting ready to do your stamping is you have something in mind. And this is where I oftentimes case. I will take something I've done before and just, case myself and just do a different layout with it. Where was that? Let's do this little tiny flower here. This is going to be our little tie-in. Oh yes, now we're cooking with gas. There we go. And let's just bring the trimmer back in. And let's have this nice and even. So that's going to be 2 3/4. And that means this is going to be 3 because we want our little mat to be 1/4 inch on either side of our original piece. So that, I think, is going to work nicely. So the only thing we're really stepping up with is the Designer Series paper, and we're adding a little, look at there, right there. That way I don't waste that. I'm not wasting the pieces that I messed up. And this is where, Stampin' Up, we have fantastic cardstock. It's a really nice weight. And so you can keep, I like it, yeah. You can use both sides, which is really nice. Now, I need some dimensionals, which are not in my little, in my little handy caddy here. I do have some dimensionals. So let's add these like so. And then we are almost done. We're going to add some little, see how that little tiny bit of, let's bring this down a little bit. Ay, 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 candy. Let's bring this down a little bit over here. I do like, see how that little piece, that little stamped flower brings in the Coastal Cabana. Now we are going to bring in a little bit more ribbon maybe, because I'm probably going to want to do this. And I tend to like to keep my ribbon loose like that so I can go back in here and tie on another piece. And I think we are going to do a little knot because I think a bow is going to be too heavy. So let's do like so. Very nice. Now, sometimes, these little ribbon ends, they kind of fly around and you want them to stay put. So my best tip on that is to grab a mini glue dot and just pop it underneath there. And then that is going to anchor it where I want it to be, theoretically. Let's see. Yep. There we go. And then I'm going to put another one over here because I want this ribbon to stay. And then I'm not worried about it, getting into a position that's not very cute. It's very jaunty there. Okay, now we have some embellishments, and I think, let's see, where'd they go? My little embellishments, where are you? You're underneath my cardstock. Here we go. So I could go here, but I'm not sure I want to add more pink. And I could add these little yellow, these are actually supposed to be pale papaya, but when you look at them on here, they kind of look a little bit more yellowy than peachy. So I could use some of these. Oh, that's kind of cute. I could fill in these flower centers with these pink ones, or I could pull in, you know what I like about these iridescent rhinestones is they have a real pink and yellow cast to them. So let's just see if that, oh yeah. See, sometimes you don't need more color because this is going to give me that look of iridescence, but it's not going to just, you know, we have a lot of color already going in here. Let's go here. Nope, let's go here. And then I like to do even, I mean, not even, odd numbers. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to add a couple more. I'm going to go 4. And let's do one more. You want to do odd numbers with your embellishments because otherwise your eye wants to match it up. Now I could call this my 5th. 1, 3, 4, 5, or I could go like this, which I think I'm going to do. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is stepped up and there is simple. I am going to add a couple of mini glue dots here because I want that bow, I want the tails of my bow to stay, and you see how that's kind of flying? Because that way also when somebody opens this card in the mail, you know, they're not all cattywampus. They're where I intended them to be. So this is just a very fresh, but not super bright, kind of a soft and fresh color scheme, featuring polished pink. That was where I knew I wanted to go. And using Simply Fabulous stamp set, which I think is a must-have. A reminder that this is tomorrow's the last day to get this class by mail. And this just gives you another project to do with the things you get your class ingredients for. So that is it for today, my simple stamping. If you're not already on my email list, make sure that you join. I'm going to send this video out later today with the all the what am I trying to say? The supply list for this, and I'm also going to send out the last chance link for, you know, the class, which I'll do here on Facebook as well. But it's nice to have it right there. And I know what I was going to tell you. What I'm going to put on in my email news today is something that I've had several requests from, and that is this color coach. I've shared it here before, but you know, people it just gets lost in the shuffle. So I thought I'm going to send it out. I'm going to send all of them. So there's one for each set of end colors plus all the core colors. So I'm going to send out all 6 Stampin' Up! Color collections, 2 end colors plus the 4 core colors. And they each have, you know, so they give you 3 color schemes per color, per Stampin' Up! Color. So I'm going to send that out later today. So make sure you're on my email list. In the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support here. And if you are watching the replay here on Facebook, I would love for you to just respond with replay. And if you are watching on YouTube, I would love a thumbs up and a subscribe to my channel. And that way, every time I upload a fresh video, you'll get notified, or it will show up in your subscriptions. And what I do is every time I do a Facebook Live here, then I upload to, or I should say I download and then upload. I download this and then upload to YouTube. And that way, people who are not on Facebook, or people who prefer to watch on YouTube. So I have people who are on Facebook, but they prefer to watch on YouTube. And I have other people who they're not on Facebook at all. So this allows them to join in to my world of stamping. So let's see. Pat Works is talking about sneaking out of work early so she can watch my video. You see, some people watch my videos at work, and they're able to do it depending on the kind of work that they do. And some people yes, have to kind of sneak their way in through watching something. So I do appreciate you being here, Pat. And that is it for today. So I'll put links on this as soon as I'm done for my email list and my class, because the class by mail, again, tomorrow's the last day to get Simply Fabulous. And this just gives you an extra set of projects that you can make with those stamps. Okay, that's it for today. Take care. God bless. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.